All right, Shalom. By name Rob Mouth of the Nebraska camp. It's GMS. Any quickening spirit. First off, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, which is the name of the Most High and the Son. Double honor to our apostles and slash elders, which are GMS, okay, which are our elders. Once again, blessings and salutations to all you brothers out there teaching and doing this work in truth and sincerity. Okay, getting straight to the point. We want to go. I want to go into a lesson on learning. Being hungry to consume. Okay, ra'ai, as we would say, being hungry. And the main thing I want to get out is that the spirit I want to push is that don't be a know-it-all, or don't think you have something to the point that nobody else can offer. Okay, but we're gonna go into scriptures telling you why, and it's we're going to let's get this real quick, because there's so much information out there, and me myself watching other brothers and the apostles on down, watching them break down things and so eloquently and go deep, or just so fluent and direct with things. It's astounding. And one thing is that I try to do is basically listen and really pay attention. Okay, because you can't get in that parallel of just being on autopilot, playing the elders in the background and not really listening, or playing a brother in the background, or because it's a brother that doesn't get any doesn't get that many views, or it's a brother that you really don't know too well, you don't really pay attention. But you know, um, this thing is all about learning and striving for perfection. We're gonna get that too. Okay. So we got James chapter 1 verse 9 says, "Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath." Okay, it's very simple. Swift to hear and slow to speak. Okay, and so and I bring out that because I had problems in that area, man. I had to tell myself, hey, you need to shut the fuck up, especially when I'm talking to brothers of higher ranks. I should be speaking a whole lot less than I see myself speaking, and that's something I've been working on, or I have been working on. It's been a little second ago when that happened, but I strive for perfection, okay, and that everybody else should do so, okay. So I find myself on the phone with a brother and I'm telling him and talking. I'm like, hey man, what the fuck are you doing? You need to be listening, because when you watch these videos and you see the output and the production through the spirit of these Akim, they obviously have something that you don't have. So never get to the point that you think that you have enough to just talk when somebody's of high stature or high prominence in your presence. So let's get the scripture saying so. Okay? We're going to go into Sirach, the sixth chapter, chapter 30, verse 32. It says, "My son, if thou wilt, thou shalt be taught. If you want to be taught, you will be taught. And if thou wilt apply thy mind, thou shalt be prudent." So you have to, it's not just listening to the apostles, not just listening and being around or being in that element. You have to utilize these elements. You have to squeeze the onion, so to speak. Okay, and you're gonna get something out of it. Okay, if you apply your mind. Okay, it says, verse 33. It says, "If thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding." So you have to love to hear. Okay, not just listening or just hearing. You have to really have a passion for listening and paying attention and seeing what's what and why, what makes it tick, so to speak. "And if thou bow thine ear," to bow is a form of submission. Okay, it's just opening that ear up and really paying attention, not finishing off people's sentences, not finishing off scriptures. When you hear the apostles giving out scriptures, you finishing off. Hey man, shut the fuck up and listen. Why are they bringing out that scripture? Even if you know it, why are they bringing out that scripture? Okay, why why not this scripture? Why not that scripture? You don't have to go into all these questions, but it's basically pay attention on how they handle themselves and carry themselves and learn from that. Okay, so that's how you receive understanding. And if thou bow thy ear, thou shalt be wise. Stand in the multitude of elders and cleave unto them, and cleave unto him that is wise. And it's not just talking about just stand there, because there were plenty of brothers out there in New York that fell off. Okay, they were standing in the multitude of elders. They wasn't utilizing and appreciating the wisdom that the Most High put on the elders to squeeze that onion. Okay, and that goes with any brother that has knowledge. But that's the mecca of knowledge, so to speak. You know, and there's other brothers with astounding knowledge, and at the end of the day, you shouldn't be in the spirit of just a me too ass nigga. I got a story to top your story, to trump your story type ass nigga. Just be, listen and see what you can learn from what somebody's telling you. Okay? It says, verse 35, be willing to hear every godly discourse. Okay? And let not the parables of understanding escape thee. Okay? Stop trying to be somebody and just be humble and learn, man. That's what it's all about. That's how you get more prudent, okay? To be wise in your activities, okay? Because even if something that you hear somebody talking about something simple as dealing with a woman, and I know about. Listen to the brother's story, man. You can learn from it and learn how to not make the same mistakes he's made, or take his advice and admonishment type of thing, instead of trying to be a me too ass nigga, Verse 36, and if thou seest a man of understanding, get thee betimes unto him, and let thy foot wear the door of his slacker, and let thy foot wear the steps of his door. What that means is basically always be in their presence, always be around them. Can't be around the elders, or you have to, when they had the Passover, you outside caking and shit, when there's so much opportunity, just to sit there and listen. You got Elder Gabar, you sitting in the presence of Elder Gabar, Elder Tahar, and you want to, tell your story about how you came into the truth and how much. Hey, man, just shut the fuck. It's time to listen, okay? And just see and just observe, man. That's a perfect time with any brother, Times I visit brothers, and I'm speaking from experience, man. And looking back when I visited and saying, damn, I could have took advantage of this and that and just shut the fuck up and listen, Even though I got things out of it, but like I said earlier, striving for perfection, how do you squeeze that onion, get every drop? And at the end of the day, it boils down to listening, retaining, okay? And utilize what you retain. Okay, last verse, it says, let thy mind be upon the ordinances of the Lord, and meditate continually in his commandments. He shall establish thy heart and give thee wisdom at thy own desires. So, okay, of course, the Most High will give it to you. But basically, a part of that is listening and utilizing this wisdom that the Most High has bestowed upon our apostles on down, and you implement it in yourself and reflecting that light, so to speak. Okay, so with that being said, Lord willing, we all continue to amp up our listening, as well as it's a year to push, man. This is a perfect time to consume, as well as you're putting out. But this is a perfect time to be going on sites and listening to brothers and what brothers being put out, because knowledge abundantly. Okay. With that being said, I'm gonna say call halal to Yahweh Shimei Shai, double onside apostle / elders, which are GMS. Blessings and salutations to you brothers out there teaching and doing this work of truth sincerity. Shalom.